I go to the club that night to do my show, and the club owner comes over to me and he goes, hey Titus, I gotta warn you about something. And please, never start a conversation with me like that, because my inner retard clicks on and goes, it's cancer, they told him to tell you. I go, what? And he goes, Nils Lofgren is coming to the show tonight. Oh, stop. Nils Lofgren, East Street band Nils Lofgren, one of the best guitarists of all time, is coming to the show tonight. Yeah, I guess you suck so bad at comedy, you've turned it into a rock and roll club. Why is Nils Lofgren coming to the show? I don't know, he called, said he wanted to come see you. Oh, even better, dude. You get to suck in front of one of your heroes. Hey, cue armpit sweat now. But for whatever reason, the show goes great. I have a killer show, I get done, I'm backstage, waiter comes back and goes, hey Titus, Nils Lofgren asked if he could come say hi to you. And I don't like meeting celebrities. Do not want to meet them, don't care, don't want. You know why? What if they're not cool? What if they're not what you like them for, right? What if they're different? I had this theory called douchebag credits. Listen up. Every celebrity has earned a certain amount of douchebag credits. Tom Hanks has the most douchebag credits. Here's what I mean. If tomorrow's paper read, Tom Hanks punches nun, your first question is, what the hell did that nun do to Tom Hanks? Like a couple years ago, Charlie Sheen cashed all his in a weekend. He was like, winning Tiger Blood, But very brilliantly, Alec Baldwin kind of doles one out every 18 months. That's why you never hate Alec Baldwin. He never lets his balance get down too low. You just go, fucking Alec Baldwin. I guess he's hosting Saturday Night Live again. So, like Lindsay Lohan, bankrupt. But remember Robert Downey Jr. was bankrupt? Now he's back on top again, right? You know? Okay, so you can get him back. And I really don't want to meet him. I'm a fan of this guy, man. I've seen him on the East Street Band concerts on the 70-foot screen playing guitar with his face, doing these crazy solos, doing a backflip. The dude is a rock and roll Godzilla. He comes backstage, he's this tall. And I felt like Willy Wonka for a second. Who's got a golden ticket? By the way, we're friends now and he hates that joke, but what's he gonna do, punch me in the knee? He hates that joke a lot worse. So, just so you guys know, nicest guy in the world. You know, Dana Carvey told me something a long time ago. He said, the nicest people you'll meet in show business are the most talented. And this guy, the most zen-like, he just gives it up. He goes, dude, you great show, funny, great to meet you. You know, my wife and I didn't even know about you, but it turns out Bruce and Patty are fans. Bruce who? Because there's no way he's talking about that guy, and he starts laughing, and I'm not laughing. He goes, why don't you come to our show in LA in a couple of months? And I said, cool. Because the one thing I know about everybody in show business, we're always honest, we're always truthful, we do exactly what we say we're going to do. So I said, see you in LA. But my dad raised me mob style. You don't take favors from people. You do favors, but you don't take them. And then he taught me how to shoot an informant. So my plan is I'm going to buy my own tickets, go to the concert, be that guy. Oh, no, I respect you guys too much. I wanted to pay for my own tickets. But they sold out. So now what do? Well, you do what you did. You bitch up like a 7th grade girl and call Nils Lofgren. And I called him. I go, Nils, hey, man, I said, I tried to get tickets. I didn't want to bug you, but you said I could come. Let me buy them, though. Give the money to charity. He's this guy. Dude, just shut up. I'll call you back in 4 days. 4 days later, I'm in my car driving. My phone rings. I pick it up. It's a woman. She goes, hi, is this Christopher Titus? I go, yeah. She goes, hi, this is Patty Springsteen. Patty Scalfa Springsteen? She goes, yes, you know my name. Rumble Doll Patty Scalfa Springsteen? She goes, oh my God, you know the album too. You can't just call me. You have to have 3 people call me to warn me that you're going to call me. Then I got to make a doctor's appointment, get a Ritalin prescription, take some Ritalin, and then you can call me. And she's laughing, and I'm not laughing. And she goes, I'm calling because Bruce and I are fans. And I go, Bruce who? Because there's no way. And she's laughing, I'm not laughing. And she goes, we want you to go to the show, but don't go down to the arena to pick up the tickets, go to our hotel. And I said to her, this is the nicest thing thank you so much. I can't even believe this. This is amazing, thank you. And I hang the phone up. And my girlfriend is 13 years younger than me, sitting next to me, and I go, that was Bruce and Patty Springsteen. And she goes, Bruce who? No, that's not even funny. In fact, you now have to shut up for the rest of the day unless NSYNC calls you. And we go to this hotel in LA on Wall Street. It's one of those hotels we don't get to stay in. It's like got gates and a guard tower and a helicopter all the time. It doesn't look like a hotel. There's just a little door in the front, a little tiny name. And you walk in, what the hell is this? And, oh, the Pope would go, damn. And I walk over to the guy, hi, how you doing? Are you the concierge? I speak a little banjo. Do you have something for Christopher Titus? And the guy goes, flip, flip, flip. Nope. Wow, dude, you got punked by Nils Lofgren. Hey, that's still pretty cool, right? And I instantly go into loser mode. I'm like, oh, sorry. And I take 3 steps, and the guy goes, I'm sorry, Mr. Titus, I do have something for you. It's in the vault. I'll be right back. It's in the vault? The dude comes back with an envelope. I'll never forget it. In the envelope are 2 tickets, row 1, seat 13 and 14, 2 backstage passes. On the bottom, handwritten, it says PS, which I know means person of suspicion. So if you knew what a fan I was of these guys, they obviously know what a fan I am. They decided to have security watch my ass all night. But they weren't smart enough. What they should have done is put an exploding GPS tracking ankle bracelet in the envelope that I had to wear, and if I got too close to a band member, it would blow my foot off so they could escape. Don't go! Sign my boob! And my girlfriend goes, P.S. Patty Springsteen, idiot. I told you not to talk. And we drive to this concert, and I have to tell you something. I'm telling you this story because if you had it, I want to hear it. In my life, whatever I've done, I've never had access like this. We park behind the crew trucks. We go through a back door. We're standing in this little area right offside of the stage, and there's only 3 couples. It's dark. There's 2 other couples, myself, my girlfriend, and that's it. And the dude is on stage. One of the best performers of all time is blowing up this arena. And honest to God, it was such a high point in my life, you could have put a bullet in the back of my head, execution style, like my dad taught me. And out of the darkness, a guy comes out. Hey, don't worry, my name's Tony. I'm with the crew. Nice to meet you, Titus. Listen, I'm going to need you to be here during the encore. I got to come get you and take you backstage because Bruce wants to talk to you. And I go, Bruce who? Because there's no way he's talking about that guy. And he doesn't laugh. He just goes, and walks away. Now, if you have not seen the E Street Band in concert, I don't care what race you are, how old you are, what sex you are, go see him. You won't believe it. It's the tightest band I've ever seen. My girlfriend, 13 years younger, she goes, I don't really care. Took her to one concert, 2/3 of the way through, she goes, I would do him in front of you. I know, right? Hell, I might do them in front of you. They're very good. Show's incredible. We get done with the show. Tony comes out of the darkness. Hey, guys, come on back. And he points at the 2 couples because we're going backstage, right? And I'm trying to not geek out. I'm just like, I'm just maintaining the thin shred of cool I have. I'm like, and I let them go first because it might be his family, right? As these people walk in front of me, I realize it's the Edge from U2 and his girl, and Adam Clayton from U2 and his girl. And I turn to my girlfriend, that was the Edge from U2! That was the Edge from U2! She goes, stop hitting me, I'm filing domestic violence charges! And she's laughing and I'm not laughing. And my inner retard wakes up. Do not speak to the edge. You're going to say something stupid. Back away from the edge. It is dangerous near the edge. But it's the edge. And I barreled right up to him. How's it going, Mr. The Edge? Oh my God, I can't believe I'm meeting you. I'm such a huge fan. You guys are devout without being overtly devout, and your music is so inspirational. Oh, dude, when you guys came out with Vertigo, because you keep pushing the envelope, I couldn't believe that album. I didn't know it was you guys. Uno, dos, tres, catorce. What the hell is that, man? You guys are so good. I'm such a big fan. Now, had he stopped talking right there, this would be an amazing story. But dumbass continues on, says one more sentence, and turns it into a phenomenal story. I look the Edge from U2, international superstar, in the face, and I say, dude, I've bought so much of your stuff, I paid for that shirt. And my girlfriend looks at me, turns, and just walks away from me. She just bailed on me. Just on the battlefield, left me bleeding. To his credit, the Edge goes, great. Okay, that's how people look right before they call security. Back away from the Edge. And I heard what I said, and I'm like, God, dude, you're such a loser. And I pull myself to the side, and I'm like, you're an idiot. And I'm sitting down on this case, I'm like going, oh my God. And all of a sudden, Henry Winkler walks up to me. Do not ask him to go, hey. Don't do it. And for whatever reason, in this moment of feeling like crap, Henry Winkler's wife walks around him and goes, you're on that show, Big Shots. She like Big Shots? She goes, oh my God, you were so funny on that show. What a good actor. It's so nice to meet you. Wow, pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. And now my inner retard is totally confused. What the hell has happened tonight? Did you step through a wormhole to a parallel universe where your doppelganger is popular? Yeah, well, I'd shut up if I was you, or you're going to screw up a time-space continuum. I'm very smart for a retard. At least that's what Stephen Hawking says. At that point, Jackson Browne walks up to me. Yeah, my ears said, do not speak to Jackson Browne. If you talk to Jackson Browne, I will cause an aneurysm and kill you myself. And I'm just freaking out. I can't maintain. I'm just shaking, and I turn towards the wall. Hello, wall. Thank you, God. Oh, God. Oh, wall is good. Whew. At that point, the band gets off stage. Springsteen walks by, he hugs the Edge, says something to him, says something to someone else, looks at me and goes, hey, Titus, I got a story for you, man. It's a long story. Nah, it's a short story. Nah, it's a long story. I'll see you in a minute. And he goes in his dressing room because he's all sweaty from the show, and he's wearing jeans and a T-shirt and a black vest, and he came out later all cleaned up perfect in jeans and a T-shirt and a black vest. I'm not kidding. And he goes, everybody, come in my dressing room, come on back. And we get to go into Bruce Springsteen's dressing room. And let me tell you something, I've been in show business a long time, and every dressing room I've ever been in, including the one here tonight, the best ones, are 2 steps above 7th grade boys' bathroom. It's just cinder blocks, a crappy rug, there's like a table with some wine on it, there's couches that, groupies have done creepy stuff on. Oh, if I would have brought a black light in, everybody would have thrown up. And we're standing there, me and my girlfriend are standing there, and all of a sudden Bruce Springsteen and Patty Springsteen start walking over to talk to us. And I realize I'm about to meet one of my heroes. Tell him what you did first. My buddy makes these rock and roll skull rings, so I got their ring sizes, and I had rings made for him because I want to be engaged to the Springsteens! Now tell him what else you did. I wrote Bruce Springsteen a 3-page letter. Single-spaced. Do you see how sad they feel for you right now? And I gave him the rings and I gave him the letter and he goes, man, do you want me to read this right now? No, smartest move he made all night. And she starts talking, and they're the nicest people. By the way, Bruce Springsteen has so many douchebag credits, he could walk up to you on the street, punch you in the face as hard as he could, and you would go, I'm sorry. I don't know what I did, but I got to work on it because Tom Hanks punched me like 2 days ago. Just so you know, nicest guy in the world, most normal human being in the world, and his wife is even nicer. And she goes, I want you to know why you're here. Our son Evan got us into you, and we live in a very philosophical household. And she looks over at him, and I had this weird thought of what it must be like to be his kid. Because if you're a fan of the boss, when he's doing those talks before he starts playing, you know, you're just inspired. You're like, yeah! But if you're his kid, that's just your dad, and he won't shut up. Like, would it be hard to live in that all the time, like on barbecue day at the house? You know, my dad used to barbecue chicken, and he used to flip that chicken with an American chicken spatula. But last year, the American chicken spatula company closed down. Now we got us these Chinese chicken spatulas. I don't know. Just ain't the same America anymore. Hey, can you give me some plates? I need 1, 2, 3, 4 plates. So that goes through my head. And then he starts talking. And just so you know, it's weird because he's just a normal human being. That's what I really got out of it. And he goes, you know, my kid Evan, right, would come home every night for dinner after school and just sit down quiet and wouldn't say much. Then after dinner, he'd go in his room and he'd watch something for hours. And frankly, I didn't want to know what the hell he was doing. But he did it every night, you know. He would actually be quiet at the table and then go in his room and just watch something. And after about 2 months, he came out of his room and he had these 2 box sets to your old TV show. And he held them up and he said, Dad, this show taught me a lot about life. I want you to watch it with me. And I say, and he goes, right? And it bugged me for a year because I'm like, what the? You know what it is? Is that I'm not the first person that couldn't speak English to him. So instead of having to say to everybody, what the fuck did you just say? He goes, right? And then you don't feel like an idiot. You're an idiot that goes, oh, I guess you said something coherent. Okay. Just keep talking. What the hell? And so I don't say anything else. He keeps talking. And he just broke it down. He goes, you know what was really cool about that show? And I ain't a big fan of them sitcoms, man. But that one, I don't know. You had these horrible family stories, you know, and you made them funny. And then like about 2/3 of the way through, you would scare the hell out of everybody. And then you made that funny. And I don't know, man. It was like this roller coaster. And I ain't a big fan of them sitcoms, but that one, I don't know. It was kind of like art. And my inner retard's going, oh, this guy's an idiot, man. What is he talking about? I like John Cougar Mellencamp so much better than this guy. What an idiot. And I had this weird moment. Just a little tip, never have an epiphany in front of one of your heroes, because I must have looked like I just spazzed. I had one brain going loser, other brain was going, what did he say? They were like, And I had this quick thought of, in my life, I had never called myself a loser. No 5-year-old thinks that. I just believe what my dad said when he said it. And then when my ex-wife took it over, I guess my dad willed it to her when he died, I believed her too. And in this moment, when this man said this to me, I decided I will never again let these people define who I am. From now on, I will only let Bruce Springsteen define who I am. Yes! Yes! Because he's the boss! Because he's the boss! Don't clap, you do realize he's learned nothing from this, right?